Hi, my name is Jeff Patrone. I'm going to be doing a bit of a blind taste test with 4 different cups. That's not important. To see if I can tell the difference between sparkling water, whereas I would rather you call it seltzer. And to see if I can tell the difference between Schweppes Original. Just going to crack this bad boy open right now. And to ensure a even quality distribution, that made no sense. To ensure the fact that it is truly a blind taste test, I'm going to leave the room and someone else will pour these into each of the glasses in, I hope, no particular order. The second seltzer, Adirondack, sparkling water, original. I like to go for the no flavor additives, but that's just me. I will occasionally drink some, particularly from vintage seltzer, but I do very much like the flavor, the original, the no flavored flavor, just bubbles and water. Although it's going to be hard to differentiate which one is which, especially between these three. This, of course, is vintage seltzer with their classic bubbly bubbles. And then the next one, which I already have open, because I'm just such a fan of it. Trying to see if I can get some. Nope. But still pretty bubbly after sitting open for a good bit. Topo Chico mineral water. And I guarantee I'm gonna, no matter which one this is in, I'm gonna know which one this is. It has a very distinct flavor because it's not seltzer water necessarily. It is mineral water that is naturally bubbly with added carbonation. But without further ado, let's get the blind tasting on. For those of you in the audience, put your blinders on. We are entering the eyes wide shut portion. If you did not bring your masks to the seltzer party, I recommend you go out and buy one in the allotted time. So the clock is ticking. So as you can see, I've now entered into another room.
First one.
You know, why are you saying this?
So everyone on camera knows.
Oh.
Ooh. Second one. Third one. And the fourth one. Okay, taster.
That was embarrassing. I walked into a wall, but let's see. So each of these are bubbly. This is, of course, the most bubbly. And just a nose. Wait, no, I spilt it a little. But yeah, they all seem to be particularly vivacious in their bubbles. This, of course, seems a little less dim, but you can definitely see some carbonation bubbles coming up. This does have some life to it, too. They generally do have the same bubbles, but the speed in which they're coming out is definitely something that I am interested in. But yeah, let's just have good old-fashioned
That's-
taste off.
Okay. I did this 1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4.
it doesn't matter the order.
Okay. I just have to know. You can start the other way if you want.
And a bit of a technical problem, but we're back. So let's start with number 1. Clean. Doesn't quite have what the people in the seltzer industry call the bite, but it's definitely got a real watery and bubbly flavor. The second one is crisper and just has, I would say, a better flavor. They're very similar though. Number 3. I know which one number 3 is.
So say it. Which one's
Topo Chico.
Oh, okay. You're right.
So let's see how familiar I am with the flavor. So this is the most like the least vivacious of the bunch. I'm gonna take a guess. Is this Schweppes?
Schweppes.
I was right.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why, but I think it might be the plastic. It has a very unique flavor. But don't tell me which one these last two are. I need to figure it out myself. I need to... Okay, and of course we have the Topo Chico. Yeah, nothing beats Topo Chico. This is, of course, sponsored by Topo Chico. Give me your money. So back to number 2. And back to number 1. You know, as a kid growing up in New Jersey, I spent a lot of time drinking seltzer, just mountains of vintage and Adirondack seltzer specifically, in the cases of the cans, just stacked one on top of the other on top of the. You could basically build a fort from how many I had. It was really comical how much I drank back then. This is really tough. I'm gonna guess this is vintage.
Yes.
It has a bit of a, I don't know how to describe it, but it almost has a bit of a, like a bit of a, somewhat of a citrusy note, like almost like a weird sour kind of a skew to it, which would mean that this is
vintage.
And then this would, of course, number 1 be Adirondack. Yeah, it's almost impossible to tell which one is which. I would say I'm a big fan of seltzer. If you like seltzer, you should read Seltzertopia, which is a really cool book. But it appears our crew is getting sick, so I'm going to put the link to the original video that I took inspiration from in the description. Have a great day. Bye.